Nooklings. Now I am testing a new mic today, see how we get on with it, but what I wanted to do in today's video is I have acquired rather a stack of colouring pages from various other YouTubers, and I just thought it'd be fun to tackle some of these today. Now then, to start this off, we have got some brand new coloured pencils, because if you saw in my draw stuff outside video, several of the pencils are now quite short, so it's about time I got some more. And wow, they look really cool. I like these. Now the question is, nope, we don't need to sharpen them, as always a bonus. And now we have to find a page to colour. So we have some from Nerdy Crafter, from her Creatures of Darkness kit, but I think I'm going to skip over those because I specifically want to test out these pencils. And then we got these ones from Jazz's kit. I can't remember what that one was called. It's one of the art kits. That's all of Jazz's, and I have done some of these. That one's not quite finished. And then we have Bailey J's Squeaky Seamstress, which I actually have two of these because I was really worried I'd ruin it, so I decided to get two. And then we've got Emma's as well, and finally Chloe Rose. Now these two yellow ones, this is like watercolor paper. I think it's specifically for water-based markers, but I will dig out my watercolor paint at some point. So I think I'm just gonna start with this one, because this is just normal. The normal brain's gone. This is just from my normal sketchbook. It's specifically the Dowler Rowney Fine Heavyweight. So yeah, it's got quite a tooth to it, but I quite like that. I did discover obviously that's not ideal for markers, but it should be fine for pencils. So this is a simplified version of a couple of Emma's characters. We've got Luna and her brother, whose name escapes me at this moment. I'll figure it out. I'll stick it up on the screen because I just thought we'd have a bit of a chat and a colour. Honestly, what was saying chat like that all about? It made me sound like a parent or a teacher that's about to tell you off, which, trust me, it's not that at all. Note to self, don't say it like that again. Anyway, I had recorded a talking and colouring section. However, what I was talking about, because I delayed this video going out, was actually all talked about in the last vlog. So I'll link that down below, and you can hear what I was actually talking about. But what I will update you on is I have now been working at the new store for a couple of weeks. As of yet, I've not been doing my intended hours. I did a close last week, and this week I've done an open and a close. So an open is starting at 6 in the morning, a close is finishing at 10 at night. So yeah, that's been fun. Well, no, that's not true. It has actually been fun, you know, because I get on with my manager and my supervisor really well, because we've all gone to the same store together, which has been really nice. And it's just, you know, getting used to a new store and new setup and everything. But yeah, it's going well. Now, onto the colouring itself. As I mentioned, these are Emma's characters, Luna and Io. However, I am not colouring them exactly the same as how Emma's coloured them. I'm just sort of using them as influence. So yeah, I just wanted to do them my own way. And I did have a lot of fun with these guys. So before we carry on, you've probably noticed that I tend to colour all over the shop. I don't go in particular order. I know in an ideal world you go from top left to bottom right if you're right-handed, and vice versa if you're left-handed, and that's meant to be like to stop you from smudging your artwork. However, because I started with Luna, and I did do this deliberately on this occasion, yeah, I haven't smudged anything. There's a tiny bit of smudging from the black spots into the yellow, just the way it dragged out the colour, but I'm really happy with that, you know. The fact that I can actually colour the way I like to colour is nice without making a mess of things. But yeah, moving on to the background. Yeah, so other things happening at the moment. I've got a new sketchbook coming because, well, I say because, for the comic book I am going to attempt to do, I wanted to do it in a separate sketchbook to anything else I've got, but I wanted a very specific one. I have actually already got one of these sketchbooks that I was working on a comic book in it, and technically I could just, you know, remove the pages because it's a story that I won't be finishing anytime soon. Long story, which we won't get into today. But yeah, I could have done that, but because there's a possibility I might finish it, I want to leave it open. So yeah, decided on a new one. And what was the other thing? There was something else. Hiccups. Let's just colour whilst I think about it, because my brain's gone again. Been like that. Oh, video wise, I am currently still working on my Create This book. The covers kind of throw me through a loop, which obviously I'll talk about more when that video comes out in the voiceover for that. But yeah, it is in progress. And the thing is, once I've done that, I can get back to the sculpting I've been working on, but it's taken over my desk at the minute. So yeah, it's one thing at a time. I mean, the bonus of having like a messy desk and this desk means I can still do things like colouring in the meantime. But yeah, I really want to get back to the sculpting. But how are you guys doing? Hope you're all doing really well and enjoying the summer. Today's been a bit more of a grey day for us, but you know, it's not too bad. It's just been too hot in general to do anything. I was hoping to have started my draw stuff outside, actually taking it outside, but it's either been too hot or like today's been quite grey, and I'm glad I didn't, because it did start raining whilst we were out. So yeah, there's that. It's been great fun. But what art projects are you guys working on, and what's your favourite thing to do? I've got a video coming up that is one of my favourite chill things to do, just when I'm out of ideas. Let's do some purple mountains, because I like doing purple mountains. Yeah, just one of those things when I don't know what to draw, but again, we'll get to that when we get to that video. And comic book wise, I'm still designing characters for it, trying to refine the artwork, and I'm quite excited to get on with that. And as far as these pencils go, I really like them. Certainly at the moment, the fact that they're yeah, I'm not smudging anything is fantastic. You know, I always hated doing that. You know, just ruin your artwork with a great smear across it, which doesn't always rub out. Probably colouring the robot, whose name also escapes me right now, but I'll flash that up on the screen for you, because I haven't bought the books yet. I mean, for one thing, don't have kids at the moment. My nieces and nephews aren't at the right ages for this, but I'm probably still going to get the books anyway because the artwork is just so cute. It's just, I love it. Emma's style is fantastic. But I'm going to stop waffling for now and get on with the colouring. I shouldn't be trying to remove my mic whilst I was talking, which is ridiculous. Sorry about that. It's going to take me some time to get used to it. That's all done. I think we shall do one of Jazz's ones, and we shall use the alcohol markers for that. So we just switch them over. Nothing like cutting yourself off mid-sentence there, but I kind of knocked the camera quite badly in that moment, so yeah, I cut that out deliberately. And by the time I got to Jazz's piece, I kind of forgot that I was doing a colour and chill and chat thing. So yeah, I didn't record any talking with this bit at all. I was very focused when I first started. As you can see, there's a lot of lines in the background, and I was trying to process what was what. Yeah, and it was tricky, not just because of the lines, but because of what I wanted to do, which I talk about when I look at the finished pieces at the end, but I'll just touch on it briefly. For some reason, I decided it would be a good idea to push my limits with shading and stuff. As I've mentioned, I'm not great at shading, and the reason I don't do it is because my brain can't always process where light should be in an image. I'm trying to work on that, and I thought this piece would actually be a great one to try that on, because you've got the lines of sunlight coming through the trees sort of as you guide. So yeah, I really wanted to push myself with this one. Probably overdid it a bit and definitely overcomplicated, but you'll see that as we make progress with this. For the first few bits, I did this pretty much all in one day, sort of the trees in the background and doing the beams of light, but I kind of put myself off doing it because I overcomplicated it, so that's part of the reason why the video was so delayed. It was this one piece. Yeah, I kind of lost my confidence with it, but hey ho, it's just one of those. I'm glad I finished it, and I did push through, but yeah, that's why there's been such a huge delay on it. As I mentioned earlier, this was recorded during the summer, so yeah, we're now halfway through September, near enough, so we'll try harder next time. But speaking of, I've not actually started on my next art video yet, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I have ideas. I have too many ideas, and it's just where I want to start. I think I want to do another Create This book. I've got my pages picked out. I just need to kick my butt into gear and actually get on with it. But yeah, hopefully tomorrow I will get that done. I've almost finished editing this video that you are now watching. I've just got to finish this voiceover and do one final watch through, make sure the sound's all balanced okay, and then I can schedule it for the upload, and yeah, then it will be time to start the next art video, because the other one I've got in progress, the sculpting that I keep mentioning, is a long way from being finished. We'll get to that one when we get there, but that's going to be enough waffle for me for now. I'm just going to sit back and let you guys enjoy the colouring process. So I only got 2 of the pages done in the end. I would have liked to have done more, but just, you know, ran out of time because I kind of got a bit carried away with it. So starting with Emma's one and testing out the new pencils. Really like them, really like how they came out. I think the blue was a bit scratchy, but the white peeking through is just down to the tooth of the paper more than anything, and yeah, you know, without pressing super hard, which I didn't really want to do. So yeah, I'm really happy with how it came out. Didn't do any shading on this one. Could have done, but I just didn't want to. I may put a border around it or cut it out at some point. I don't know, I haven't decided. But I'll think of something. And then Jazz's one. This one, got a bit carried away with it and overcomplicated it, I think. Especially with the light beams. I think what I should have done was either use the blue to represent the light coming through, or done the faded background colours through it, not both. I think that kind of, yeah, overdid it. But I'm really happy with the stag as well. Shading's not too bad. You know, I'll try to push myself with that and not just do cell shading like I normally do. And he is meant to be a white stag, that's why the shading is so pale on him. But yeah, super happy with how they turned out. That's going to be it for this one, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to stay uniquely you, and I'll catch you Nooklings next time.